Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Holliston High School's Committee and Field as today's 2019 defending state champions, Class 2 state champions, the Holliston Panthers, will be taking on the Medfield Warriors. Big game, big rivalry here as Holliston and Medfield have had some classic battles over especially over the past 3 years that we've been covering every single game. So this ought to be a very, very interesting and a very good match here. As we talking to the coach from Medfield earlier today, they have a strong team, and it looks like that they come to play. And as you well know, your Holliston Panthers, they are arguably one of the top teams that we've seen in the Tri-Valley League and in the state over the past 3 years. So get ready. Everybody can buckle in. We're gonna have some exciting soccer today. I'm joined by my stellar crew here at Holliston Cable Access TV, Mr. Don Cronin, and Mr. Christian Bidet. They are arguably the two. They're the two best guys we've seen. In this arena. I think they've won. Don, I'm sure, has won several Emmys. Christian's been nominated, but Christian, he's relatively new in the business, but he plays like he's already been there. All right, everybody. So I'm going to go through your starting lineups as we weren't able to announce them today. So I'll go through the starting lineups today for the Medfield Warriors. Medfield Warriors are coached by Michael LaFrancesca. Talked to Coach LaFrancesca, as I said, before the game. They had a little bit of a late start, but it looks like Medfield's ready to go. Starting for Medfield today is number 15, Izzy Brown, number 9, Maya Hilvert, number 21, Annie McCarthy, number 20, Bella Gangemi, number 25, Olivia Smith, number 4, Alex Lusby, number 13, Kate Olenek, number 8, Kelly Blake, number 5, Caitlin Barton, and number 3, Shannon Burns, and number 6, Bridget Dynan. We're underway. Holliston is moving from north to south, my left to right, and Medfield coming from the other way, south to north, right to left. Medfield is in, of course, their away white, and Holliston is in their home crimson red. Holliston, as you well know, is coached by none other than Coach Brielle Chadsey, the 2019 Tri-Valley League Coach of the Year. Coach Chadsey, today's starting lineup has Katie Williams in the goal. Number 3, Tatum Corden. Number 4, Mia Wolfgang. She's a captain. Number 6, Caitlin O'Connell. Number 7, Molly McLeod. Number 9, Katie Cruz. And speaking of Katie Cruz, there's Mia Luisi up here. There's Katie Cruz on the right side, number 9. We'll go through the rest of the lineup here. Cruz pushes down and pushed out by Medfield. As I mentioned her a moment ago, captain number 10, Mia Luisi. We'll see her. You'll be hearing her name quite a bit, I'm sure, throughout the game. Number 12, sophomore Juliet Leon. Excuse me. Number 13, Caroline Rose Sally. Ball thrown in front of the Medway goal. Caitlin O'Connell. She gets a piece of it, unable to clear it. And Medfield does. Looks going to be a Holliston throw. Also starting number 15, Ava Bergloff is a senior coming out of retirement. Ava Bergloff, we mentioned that in the last game. And freshman phenom, number 17, Anya Holden, who had her first career goal in the last game earlier this week against Ashland. So we're underway. Both teams are starting to see what each team is about. Holliston spent a little bit of time down to Medfield's end, but as I mentioned earlier, Medfield's got a lot of good athletes, a lot of strong. They have a big, strong soccer and a good athletic program. So Holliston will have their work cut out for them today. All right, foul, free kick for Medway, pushed up their right side. That's Luisi pressuring up on the right side, and O'Connell. Luisi plays in the midfield, and you'll see a lot of her. Sometimes she'll play in the midfield, sometimes she'll play forward, but most of the time you'll see Mia playing that attacking midfield. There's Katie Cruz. Ball comes out from under her feet. She trips, and Medfield coming the other way. Leone on the outside. And that's Molly McLeod coming to clear that out. And Molly McLeod, a sophomore sensation. There's McLeod, nice strong leg up the left side, looking for Luisi. Luisi can run. Luisi gets tripped, and looks like it's going to go out of bounds. There's not going to be any whistle on that. Another gorgeous day here in the early fall for girls soccer on Committee Field. They're playing on the new Committee Field. This Luisi looking for Ava Bergloff. Bergloff they're unable to connect, and it's an easy bounce to the Medfield keeper. So we covered everybody. Let's talk about the shape. Holliston playing the 3-1-2-3. Sorry, 4-1-2-3 with two center backs of McLeod and Mia Wolfgang. Mia Wolfgang is the captain. Mia, she too scored last game on a gorgeous Cristiano Ronaldo type free kick from the left side. And this is Wolfgang taking this free kick as well from midfield. Wolfgang launches it far in, looking for Luisi. Cruz comes down with it. She controls. Cruz sends it forward, looking for Luisi. Luisi gets space. She's going to run out of it. Coach Chadsey likes what you saw. I got to see a lot of people get in the game last time. In the big win against Ashland in their home opener right here in Comedian. So we got to see a lot of the 21-person roster, and I'll tell you what, there's a lot of talent on this Holliston team, and really exciting. And speaking of talent, number 6, Caitlin O'Connell on the outside. Caitlin O'Connell scored twice earlier this week in the Ashland game. 2 breakaway goals, truly like just separating herself from the defender. Thrown in Luisi. Luisi with touch. Luisi looks back. She's got Cruz. Cruz gets it taken off her, and here comes Medfield on counter. And there's Wolfgang. Wolfgang, one of the fastest kids. She's going to play back to her keeper. That's keeper Katie Williams. Katie had a great game last game against Ashland as well. Katie, long, strong leg out front. Ball comes forward. That's a freshman, Anya. That's a freshman, Anya Holden, fighting for that. She earns the free, and here comes Wolfgang again to take the free kick. So no score here early on. Again, as I said, each team trying to see what the other one's all about. Long ball in. Wolfgang almost comes to Luisi's feet, but is unable to get it, and it looks like it's going to be a Medfield goal kick. So in the midfield, which last game was fantastic. I think arguably that's where Holliston said they won the game, is in the midfield. You had your 3 strong midfielders between Holden and this one right here, Tatum Corden. Ball goes over her, and there's Caroline Rose Sally. There's Corden and Cruz. All of them played a great game last game as far as controlling that midfield. All right, so as they say in soccer, whoever owns the midfield is going to own the game. So we'll see how, as I said, we'll see Medfield have what they can do up in the middle to see if they can keep that ball forward. Holden looking forward, just out of the reach of O'Connell. So your production is brought to you by the Holliston Cable Access television show, Holliston Cable Access TV. We are a community service that we just provide programming for the Holliston community, to include sports, to include fun programs. And there's ball on the outside. We got a Medfielder. She's free. Medfield coming up forward. And Wolfgang's able to slide, tackle, make it out. Nice recovery by Wolfgang. She was by herself. I think it was she got away and almost was able to make a play on it, but Wolfgang's able to clear it. However, Medfield's going to have their first corner of the game. Midfield corner on their left side. Ball's up. High kick in the middle. Holden gets a head on it. And there's Luisi. Luisi's there. And Corden's on the outside. Oh, it's Holden. Holden still has it, looking for Corden on the outside, and he's got her. Or she's got her. She's on the outside. Pushing up towards midfield. Nice move by Tatum Corden. Plays back. Cruz. Some good ball control. Trying to switch fields. And puts themselves in a little bit of And here's the ball forward again. Wolfgang watching. Wolfgang, nice clean table, able to take it. And Wolfgang's going to get called for the foul. First play was she had a nice touch on it. Second time she just got mostly leg and no ball. All right, so rather dangerous spot here for a Medfield free kick. And it's going to be a direct kick. Ball's up low to Wolfgang. She controls it, and she's able to send it out. Looking for O'Connell. O'Connell's got it with the one touch. Here comes Holliston on the counter. Bergloff. Bergloff on the right side. Bergloff makes a play. Cuts in. Bergloff with space. And Bergloff runs into too much traffic, and Medfield's able to clear it out. Holliston looking a little erratic here on the left side. And there's Sally. Sally gets a foot on. She's able to get back. Trying to switch fields. There's Leone intercepts. Nice play by Leone, Juliet Leone. And it looks like Holliston's going to hang on to it. Talking about Holliston Cable Access TV, provide all different kinds of programming in support of the Holliston community. Religious programming, comedy programming, informative programming. I heard there's a really, really good show on that's on Saturdays called Money in the Law. Yep, a very informative program and entertaining as well. That's the rumor. All right, Holliston ball in. Luisi pops it up with her head. She sends it forward, looking for O'Connell. There's O'Connell, and it's going to bounce off O'Connell. Medfield throw. Holliston Cable Access TV has established itself as one of the stalwart, almost necessities here inside Holliston. I think you guys agree with that, right? And they do. They do. They gave me the thumbs up. We need to put some microphones on these guys, but the problem is they just be talking the whole game. Yeah. All right, here we go on the outside. Corden trying to break through, can't. Medfield controls in the middle. So there's a lot of contact, and I think that's going to go against Holliston. So it's going to be a Medfield free right at center court, and they quick it. Here they come up the right side. Holliston's recovering. Leone's there. McLeod on her. McLeod racing. Medfield plays back, ball launched in high in front of the goal. One timer, and the ball looks like it was jumped up. It looked like it could hit her hand. Number 13, Caroline Sally, but the ref does not call it. And yeah, from here it did. We'll have to look at the replay on that. But Medfield player had a nice one time. Sally jumped up and thought it looked like it hit her hand, but ref didn't see it that way. Okay, ball comes back. It's a Holliston throw. Leone looking for Holden, and we'll try it again. It's almost like a 15-yard penalty in football. Still first down. Oh, wait. That game's later on tonight. All right, so, no, it's a foul. Here comes Wolfgang with the free kick. Wolfgang sends it forward, looking for O'Connell. Hard touch. Inside. Medfield striking again. Here comes Medfield again on the left side. Look in the middle. Pushed out by Sally. Ball comes out. Bergloff. Bergloff trying to control. Sally. Sally looks. Has Corden. Corden in the middle. Corden looking for space. Corden again. Corden still on that side. Looks forward. Looking for O'Connell. No contact. Luisi with a shot. And it goes off a Medfield player. Rolling to the corner, and it looks like it's going to be a Holliston corner. So Holliston's going to have their first corner of the game. We are 12 minutes in. Still no score. Now a couple of the Corden with the corner. It's fun to say. Ball launched up. High ball in. Looking for Luisi. She's not there. Ball continues to roll all the way through. Controlled by Medfield on their right side. Intercepted by Leone. She gets it and goes out on her. So it's going to be a Medfield free. No, we called a foul. All right, Medfield free on the outside. They're in. Holliston resets. Ball forward. Long ball forward. Cruz gets a piece of it. Again, Cruz fighting for it in the middle. McLeod. McLeod plays back to Wolfgang. Wolfgang trying to switch fields. Comes back up the middle looking for Holden. Holden's there. And Luisi racing. Luisi with pressure. Ball comes out. There's Bergloff. Bergloff tries to send it back in. She fights. And here comes Medfield on the counter. Medfield is on the outside, and they're going to run out of real estate. Okay, Holliston. Holliston throw. Caroline Sally. Sally looks up looking for Luisi. Over her head. Goes off a Medfield player, and now Medfield's coming up the outside. Medfield with space. Leone's there. Leone, nice play. Is able to, and Leone earns it. Gets to keep it. Nice play by Leone intercepting that pass as Medfield was trying to strike up their right side. Leone throws in, looking for Cruz. Can't get it. McLeod. She pops it out. Medfield throw. Just under 15 minutes played so far. No score. Medfield looks in. There's Wolfgang. Wolfgang sends it long. Look as O'Connell. O'Connell tries to get a piece of it. Can't control it. Medfield regains control and plays back. So we have Luisi up front as opposed to the middle. So you're trying to get Luisi out in front of the goal. But here comes Medfield on the left side. They play in, play back. Nice play. Ball across. And right at Katie Williams. Katie Williams. It was a nice give and go on the outside. Able to get a good look, but with the left foot couldn't get enough on it. Katie Williams is able to control it. She sends it out well over midfield. And O'Connell's there. Here comes Holliston. O'Connell intercepts. Looking for Bergloff. She's not there, and two hops it to the Medfield keeper. And we'll back and do it again. Foul at midfield. It's going to be a push against Medfield, so Holliston will get a free from just over midfield. We started the game late today, and unfortunately the issue is the busing. Is that because of, again, as we were talking about with Mr. Croner and I about how COVID's kind of affected everything, and with the busing, that they have a limited number of bus riders. So there's a shortage of bus drivers. So Medfield they weren't able to get here until probably 30 minutes after the game was scheduled to start. So, and talking to athletic director for Holliston, Matt Baker, he thinks that's going to be a problem pretty much all season long. So, and I know the Holliston soccer team, I know the boys soccer team, they weren't able to get out until late as well. So, kind of affects our pregame. Everybody's excited about getting their name announced and the national anthem singing and all that pomp and circumstance. So unfortunately, we had to start the game a little bit too early, a little bit too late. All right, so back to the action here. Tatum Corden sends a pop fly into short left field. Bergloff's there. Bergloff can't control it. Medfield comes back, and here comes Medfield again on the outside. And there's the ball on the outside. This is what's been. Ball comes in. Nice play. She looks in the middle. And Holden's there. Holden's able to clear it. And O'Connell's got it. O'Connell on the outside. Nice play by Anya Holden, the freshman. Here she comes again. Holden again looking up for O'Connell. Sends it up the left side. Luisi racing. And Luisi's going to chase it. And she's going to run out of real estate. Here comes Medfield on the counter. O'Connell tries to get there just over Holden's head. And there's Corden. So again, we're seeing a lot of midfield play, and that's where all of this is going to build up from. There's Wolfgang. Solid. Wolfgang, strong right foot up the middle, and unfortunately nobody's there. So we talked about Holliston's back wall, their defense, and they've, going back to the state championship team, they have always had a strong defense. And Caroline Sally, number 13, just went down hard. And Caroline Sally's arguably one of the best athletes out on that field right now. She looks like she's okay. Substitution coming in for Holliston. Paige Kutchman's coming in. Ava Bergloff's coming out. Paige Kutchman, freshman. So there's some youth out on the field for Holliston in the two freshmen of Kutchman and Holden. So Bergloff, well, there's some. It looks like they're not doing a substitution right now, and they just did a do-over. And Wolfgang sends it forward. Bergloff to her head. Luisi looking for Bergloff up on the outside. And out of space, played back to the keeper. Bergloff trying to challenge, and Medfield keeper strong. She's got a strong leg and keeps her cool back there. All right, so now we're going to do that substitution for Kutchman for Bergloff. And back to work. Holliston team photographer down there, Beth Cruz, has been taking pictures for Holliston. She, of course, is the mother of Katie Cruz. Katie Cruz, of course, is an accomplished hockey player as well. We mentioned that in the last broadcast. That's why you can't hurt her. Yeah, she's like a fire hydrant out there. All right, ball played out. Medfield, again, trying to come up that left side and see if they can make something happen. Caroline Sally has something else to say about it and pushes it out. All right, some Medfield substitutions, and here we go. Luisi's there. McLeod, Molly McLeod from the Clan McLeod. Talked to her about, of course, the McLeod reference from the movie The Highlander, which she has promised that she'll watch. Nice step in by Caroline Sally. Caroline, good pressure. Medfield comes away, and nice slide tackle by Wolfgang. Wolfgang's able to push away to allow Holliston time to reset. Push on the outside. Medfield driving. Ball in. Nice ball in. Unable to convert on the end. It was a strong ball in, almost too strong. And the Medfield forward wasn't able to get her head on it, which is that. She's more of defending herself. All right. And another substitution coming in. We got number 2, Phoebe Drohan, coming in for Caitlin O'Connell. Drohan is a 4-year stalwart Holliston player, senior. There she is. Drohan, hard touch. She chases. Ball in, and it's a 2. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ball came in. It was a 2-hopper, and Katie Williams just misplayed it. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's too bad. So, easy ball came in, and Williams just was caught in between short hops, like a tough ground ball. So Medfield takes the lead at just over the 20-minute mark. So Medfield leads 1-0. Holliston's down, and here we come. Oh, that's unfortunate. You always feel bad for the keepers, right? Oftentimes they make everything look easy, but there it is. You just get that one funny hop, and the next thing you know, Sally fighting on the outside. Still, she gets up, and Cruz is there to help. Here comes Cruz. Cruz looking for Holden. She's not there. Sally again. Cruz pops it forward, looking for Kutchman. Kutchman's not there. Drohan's there too. Medfield on the outside. McLeod. And McLeod sends it out. Holliston's going to reset. So looks like we're going to take a timeout. We're going to take a quick water break, which is something that we do when the weather seems to be a little bit more inclement. So Medfield takes a 1-0 lead at about the 21-minute mark on a drive down the right side. Not a hard shot, and unfortunately caught Holliston's keeper in between. She had a reasonably good look, but not a lot behind it. But yet, the ball bounced the wrong way. There was too much English on that ball. So, again, as we're here in Holliston and going through the, the almost normalcy of bringing things back to normal. Granted, the students are wearing masks here at the high school, but kids are tough. They're able to kind of fight through it. Outside, much different than last year's shortened season. Last year we were playing with masks on, which was tough, and weren't able to do any corner kicks. Weren't able to do throw-ins. It was like playing, we were playing futsal out there. So the soccer seems normal. The soccer seems normal. The ability to kind of be outside and be in groups seems normal. People being back to school, even though they are wearing masks, that seems normal. There's no more of like the hybrid schooling. So, all right, here we go, back to work. So Holliston in a bit of a hole, and we got a high kick call. It's just going to be a Holliston free. Throw in, looking for Drohan. She's not there. There's Luisi. Luisi fights. Medfield moves in. Ball in. Not a bad ball. She tries to push it to the outside. Sends it in. There's Wolfgang. Cruz is there. Drohan. Drohan controls. Pushes it back. Looking for Leone. Leone looking for Luisi. Luisi fights. Luisi with contact. She's got Cruz or Sally. Sally's not there. And here they come. Medfield on the outside. Sally chasing. Wolfgang chasing. Ball in. Shot goes off Wolfgang's foot. Drohan's there. She controls it. And she doesn't control it, and she lets it go. It's going to be a Medfield throw. All right, so Holliston looking a little bit shaky following that goal, and here they come again. Medfield looking in, ball across, gets pushed off, but earns herself a corner off of the foot of Tatum Corden. So Medfield be taking the corner. So as we were saying before, things. Days like today, things almost feel normal, but then, you have the fact that there's not enough bus drivers, so you have, the game starting an hour late. All right, Medfield corner, ball in, nice ball in, high, goes to a Medfield head, and cleared wide by Wolfgang. And here comes Medfield on the right side. Holden, we play it back, Holden chasing. Wolfgang. Medfield doing some nice ball control. And there's Kutchman. Kutchman going to get it. Drohan's now there. There's Luisi. That's McLeod. McLeod sends it forward looking for Drohan. Still can't find it. Having a tough time busting up on that left side. Here comes a throw from Leone. Drohan plays back to Leone and sends it out. The Medfield ball. Medfield throw. Long throw in. Goes off McLeod's head. Medfield player. There's Wolfgang's there. Cruz. She can't control it. McLeod. McLeod pushes forward. Looking for Holden. Holden's there. Here comes Drohan racing. Oh, and got a foul at midfield. So Holden's fouled. And it's going to be a Holliston free. Wolfgang to take the free. Ball in, long ball in. Looking for Holden, she's there. Luisi gets a foot on it. Drohan's got it on the outside. She pushed back to Corden. Corden to the outside. Corden plays back. Corden turns. Corden in traffic. Trouble, pushed forward to Drohan. Drohan with some space on the outside. Drohan across. She pushes in, got Holden. Good look, and they're going to earn a corner. Not a bad play by Drohan and Holden on the outside. Holden had a good one-time look. Just went out, deflected off a Medfield player. And we got a couple more Holliston substitutions coming back in. Bergloff comes back in. Caitlin O'Connell, I think, comes back in. And Corden sends it through, and she clears it. Too much English on that ball. All right, so Holliston resets. So we have up front, we have Drohan, O'Connell, and Bergloff. Luisi in the attacking mid. And we have 28. That's right, Caroline Brady's in today. Junior Caroline Brady, number 28. So she comes into the midfield. Corn's back in the midfield. And then across the back, we have the same Sally, Wolfgang, McLeod, Leone. Sally, long throw in. Looking for O'Connell. She's there. Brady's racing. She's there. Here comes Corden on the back. McLeod sends it forward. And Medfield controls. Here comes Medfield on the outside. Medfield again on their left side. Look in. There's Luisi. Luisi intercepts. Here comes Luisi on the counter. Luisi with some space. Has Bergloff. Bergloff's there. Bergloff one time gets it across. And Medfield. Nice play by the Medfield defender. She's able to keep it in. And Medfield retains possession. And Luisi has some contact. And that turns into, that's going to turn into a Holliston throw. There's Sally. Sally looking for O'Connell. O'Connell playing up front. She tries to send it across a little bit too much. It's going to go out, and it's going to be a Medfield goal kick. All right. About 12 minutes left here in the first half. Medfield leads by a score of 1-0 after a 21-minute goal. Holliston trying to put something together here against a very pesky Medfield defense. They're strong. Moving the ball well, finding the open player. Some strong goalkeeping. Ball bounces off Caroline Brady. And here comes Medfield on the right side. Leone's there. Drohan chasing on the outside. Leone. And it's going to go off. It's going to be a Holliston ball. Leone with the throw. Leone throws. Looking for Corden. Can't get her. Leone back. And there's McLeod on the outside. Leone with a nice step. Nice play. And Drohan races. She's able to get to it. She pushes it off to O'Connell, and here they come. There's Luisi. Luisi with speed. She got help. There's O'Connell. O'Connell looks to play back to Bergloff. Nope. O'Connell tries to turn herself. Brady with a shot. And not a bad look for Brady. Caroline Brady with a strong shot, however. Not enough on it, right to the Medfield keeper. Make clear. She sends that ball long into the other end. Leone plays. Leone's got Drohan on the outside. Drohan looks. Drohan gets picked clean. There's McLeod. McLeod comes through. She picks her clean. Here comes Drohan again. And Corden's back to help. Here comes Corden on the other because Medfield on the right side. Ball in. Strong ball in. Nice play by Katie Williams. She's on the ground. Caroline Sally's able to clear it. Medfield still with numbers. Ball, strong ball in. Goes over the head of McLeod and bounces past Williams. Medfield had a good opportunity there. Strong cross. Williams went down. Nice play by Sally to clear that out. And it was getting messy in there. All right, so Williams on a Holliston goal kick. Just under 10 minutes to play in the first half. Ball out, looking for Luisi. Luisi bounces it back to McLeod. And Luisi's going to pick up a foul. So Wolfgang is going to take the Holliston free kick. Holliston looking to put something together against a strong Medfield team. Ball comes in. That's O'Connell. O'Connell looks. She's got Bergloff. Bergloff with some space. Bergloff looks, trying to get it across. In some more traffic, able to get it through. Got O'Connell, but picked up by Medfield. Nice play by the Medfield defender. And here comes Medfield again. Medfield doing a good job of counterattacking. Sure enough, here they come. Medfield up on the left side. Pass Sally. She's just going to get there and just runs out of real estate. Big race on the outside. All right, a couple Holliston substitutions coming in. Holden comes in. Drohan and Brady both come out, and Cruz comes in. All right, Williams to clear it out. Long ball in, looking for Luisi. Bounces off her, and Luisi is able to control it somewhat. There she does. And Luisi in a bit of a battle wins it, and Holliston's going to keep the throw. Wolfgang, free kick. Wolfgang, long kick in. Looking for Holden. She can't get to it. And pressure in the back. Luisi pressuring. There's Corden pressuring. Medfield's doing a great job of getting those loose balls under control. And there's Luisi, pops it through. Luisi looks in and earns herself. Oh no, it goes off of Luisi. It's going to be a Medfield. Medfield throw deep in their own territory. It's tough to see in this. So we're in the new Comedian Field, as you know. This is the brand new turf, and as you can see, there's a lot of lines on here. So a lot of different sports get played on this brand new field. So sometimes it's hard I'm sure it's hard for the players to figure out what line they're supposed to be keeping their eye on, but they managed to do it. I can't imagine if the pros had to do that, right? All right, so some slow action on the far side. Medfield trying to get a big throw in, and they do, and another 20-yard penalty. And here comes Medfield with another throw again if the ball bounces off Molly McLeod's head. Here we go. Medfield throw. Looking in. And she has numbers. Holden's there. She's able to get a piece of it. And, yeah, but it's going to go over the end line. It's going to be a Holliston. It's going to be a Medfield corner. So Medfield again threatening. Another corner kick. That came off of that long throw. I mean, those long throw-ins, they make a difference if you can't control them. Here's the ball. Short corner. And she tries to push it in. Holden's there to get a piece of it. And Luisi, too strong a touch. And there's Bergloff sending it forward looking for O'Connell. She tries to get a head on it. But Medfield defenders are back and able to sustain. But Holliston's going to keep it. So here comes Holliston. Leone with a throw. Throws in. Looking for Cruz. Cruz fights. Cruz is there again. And here comes... There's Corden. Corden, nice move on the outside. Corden trying to push up has Luisi. Luisi forward, looking for O'Connell. O'Connell with some space. O'Connell in front of the goal. Bounce off. Nice play by the Medfield defender. She's able to get a foot on it and clears it out. And Medfield keeps it under control. Here they go again. Medfield did a great job of possessing the ball here today. That's one thing. It's Holliston having trouble putting anything really together. Corden. Holden, forward, looking for Luisi. Too strong. Just under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Medfield leads by a score of 1-0. 0. And long ball over the middle. Corden's there. She pops it up. Bergloff. Bergloff tries to send it back to Cruz and does. Cruz can't get it through. Still tries, still can't get it through. And again, here's Medfield on the outside retaining possession. Goes past Sally. Wolfgang's there to help out. Wolfgang, long turn, keeps it in. Got it to Bergloff, and Bergloff's unable to control it, and she pops it out. It's going to be a Medfield throw. Medfield sub. And we're back to work. Just under 4. Ball bounces. Sally's there. And that ball goes through, and it's going to be Medfield. No, it's going to be a Holliston throw. Looking for Bergloff. Bergloff pops it forward. Looking for O'Connell. O'Connell's there, and it's going to bounce off her. It's going to be another Medfield throw. Medfield, their defense is very, very calm and collected when the ball comes into their end. They're able to find feet, find the open player, and there's not a lot of mistakes happening in the Medfield end, which is oftentimes what you see in the high school game is that a lot of the goals are scored just off of miscues or misplays by the defense. All right, strong throw by Caroline Sally. It's going to bounce off Medfield defender. We're going to do that again. So Holliston with a little bit of momentum here coming into the final 3 minutes. Caroline Sally, big throw. She looks towards goal. Cruz one time, hammers it. Almost goes into the lacrosse goal. Good throw by Caroline Sally. Again, as we were saying that before, those long throws, they make a difference. All right, midfield goal kick with just under 3. She sends it out to midfield, goes off the head of Tatum Corden, and Luisi's there. Luisi fights to it. Luisi keeps it. She goes down, and she's going to earn herself a penalty. So it's going to be a Holliston free from about the 30-yard line. Mia Wolfgang's going to take a 30-yard field goal here. Wolfgang pops it up. High shot. And she almost put that in. What a great shot. So Wolfgang just clears the crossbar and almost snuck that past the Medfield keeper. Another great shot. Another great free kick by Mia Wolfgang. And Holliston almost got lucky there. So under 2 minutes to play. Holliston with a chance and just clears the crossbar. Ball plays out. Holliston trying to pressure up. Medfield plays. Here they go. It's Holden pressuring and Medfield on the outside. Holden's there. Cruz. Holden, Cruz intercept. Cruz tries to push it forward. She's got O'Connell, and there's going to be a whistle there. So we're going to do another free. This one's from about the 35-yard line. So if our math is correct, she probably has a pretty good chance of putting this in. And here she goes. Wolfgang, long shot, and not enough. Shoots on goal, goes right to the keeper. So in the final moments here of the first half, Holliston trying to put something together to try and crack this Medfield defense. Ball played out to midfield. Sally pushes it forward. Picked off by Medfield. Here they go. Here they go on the outside. Space. Wolfgang's there. She tries to slide in. Can't do it. And that's going to be the end of the first half. So at the end of the first half, Holliston trails Medfield at home by a score of 1-0. We're going to take a short break here on Holliston Cable Access TV, and we'll be back for the start of the second half. Don't go anywhere. And we're back here at Comedian Field in Holliston girls varsity soccer, where the Holliston Panthers are trailing the Medway Warriors by a score of 0-1. Medway looked strong throughout the first half. A lot of great ball control. put together a couple good shots. However, their score, the one score was almost a misplay by the Holliston keeper, Katie Williams. Unfortunately for her, the ball zigged when it should have zagged, and Medway scored. So that's where we sit right now with a score of 1-0. Medway comes out. They'll be going from left to right or from north to south, and Holliston, of course, will be playing the opposite way from south to north. Holliston will take the kick, and we'll be underway for our second half here at 40 minutes of pure, fun, exciting, riveting soccer here on Holliston Cable Access TV. All right, and the ball plays in. Tatum Corden plays it up and intercepted by Medway. Medway playing up their left side, which is where they've spent most of their time in that first half. Ball comes in, strong ball in to Medway. It's played out by Leon. O'Connell chases it down, coming from the top, and finds Mia Luisi. There's Katie Cruz. Cruz, very physical player, as we said. She plays hockey, so this is nothing new to her. And here comes Holliston on the outside. Ava Bergloff. Bergloff looking in. Bergloff with a step. She gets run down, though. Gets caught from behind. And it looks like it's going to be a Holliston corner, though. So Holliston earns themselves a corner. Nice run by Bergloff. And looks like it's going to be Mia Wolfgang is going to come up and take the corner. So Holliston, with the same crew that started the game, with Wolfgang, Sally, Leone, and McLeod across the back. And there's Wolfgang, high kick in, sails back a little bit, Luisi gets a piece of it, then that ball comes out. There's McLeod. McLeod racing. McLeod clears it. Didn't want to get too cute with that, as she was in a dead run with the Medfield striker. So Medfield with some good ball control. They do a nice job of finding the open player. There's some kids who can really hit it. So Holliston, as we said at the start of the game, they have their work cut out for them, and they're down 1. Strong throw over the top of the crew, and there's Wolfgang coming to clear it out. And looks like Wolfgang's going to be able to put it out, and it's not going to be a corner. So correction. Yep, it's going to be a Medfield throw. It's tough to see in the tinted windows of the box. Strong throw in. Comes across the middle. Sally's there. She pops it up. Cruz. And here's Wolfgang with space. Luisi with space. Luisi looks, tries to get it to Caitlin O'Connell. A little behind her. Didn't get her in step, but there comes. She finds Bergloff on the outside. Bergloff's there. She chips it in, looking for Holden. Holden almost gets a head on it. Nice ball in by Bergloff. Holden's almost there. The freshman, Anya Holden, just unable to connect. So Holliston with a good potential scoring opportunity there. All started by Luisi, and then O'Connell switching the fields and finding Bergloff, and Bergloff with a beautiful ball in to Anya Holden just unable to get her head on and connect. So Holliston, they make no mistake about it. They can score at any time. There's a lot of finishers on this team. So here we go, Medfield free. Played in, it's intercepted by Bergloff. Bergloff sends it up and looking for Holden, and she's not going to get there in time. She fights up on the right side. Again, Medfield doing a good job in close quarters. Here they are. Corden steps in. Here comes Corden, and Holliston on the counter. Corden looks in. Corden to the middle. Corden with space. Has O'Connell. And O'Connell might be offside, and I think she was. Yeah, so O'Connell gets called offsides. Medfield plays it out quickly. Luisi's there. Luisi comes away with it. Luisi in space. She gets it taken off her. There's Leone. Leone looking down the left side. Can't find anybody. O'Connell's fighting for it. There's Leone. And it's going to be a Holliston freeze. Oh, looks like it went out. Leone with the throw. She's got Cruz. And we'll do it again. Nope. Going to be coming the other way. Medfield. Yeah, I said Medfield, yeah. There's a lot of meds around here. It could be Medford, Medfield, but this is Medfield. Holliston, of course, has a rivalry with Medway as well. And I'm not sure what this is. So, all right, it's going to be free. Played back to their keeper. And back to work. Holliston trying to pressure up. We have Bergloff on the right side. She's playing up Holden striking. And O'Connell on the left side. Here comes Medway on their side. Wolfgang's able to come and clear it, and she's just going to send it out of bounds. And it'll be Medway or Medfield throw. Yeah, I do apologize if I have said Medway a couple times. So it is Medfield, a little bit further down Route 109. All right, so ball on the right side. Holden's chasing. Here's Holden with some space. Holden on the outside. Tries to make a move and can't. Gets it taken off of her. Here comes Medfield on the other side. Medfield looking. Taken up by Cruz. There's Cruz. Cruz trying to find Luisi. She can't. And then Luisi comes and takes it herself. Here comes Luisi in the middle. Luisi with space. And Luisi gets hit hard, goes down. Looks like it's going to be a Holliston free at about the 28-yard line. So Mia Wolfgang's going to get another look. I think it's at the 25. All right, so Wolfgang is definitely in striking distance here with the direct. Wolfgang pops it up. And nice save by the Medfield keeper. She was there. Wolfgang didn't get enough on that one. So Holliston goes back to work. Sort of a shank kick high at about midfield. Corden's there looking for it. And she's able to come away with it. Nice play. She looks in. Plays back to Sally. Sally pops it up. Intercepted by Medfield. Here they come. And it's going to be a Holliston throw. Sally's going to try and get a little distance on this one. And does. Over the head of Bergloff. Cruz crashes in. There's Bergloff. Bergloff tries to do a Maradona and goes down, and she earns a free. So good work by Ava Bergloff on the outside. So here comes a Holliston free at about midfield. Okay, Medfield resets. Mia Wolfgang. Wolfgang sends it in. She looks for Luisi. Luisi tries to get space. She goes down. No whistle. Medfield plays out. Sally steps in. She's looking for Holden. Holden's not there. Sally again. And they're on the outside. Medfield again doing a great job of controlling the ball, reversing, play back to their keeper. Reset. And she looks forward. There's McLeod. McLeod fights through that one, gets it to Corden. Corden's able to control it. Tries to pop forward, but there's nobody there. Here comes Medfield again on the back. Here they come. Medfield on the left side. Medfield striker racing. She's got space. Trying to get around Caroline Sally. Sends it through in the middle. Wolfgang's there. She gets a piece of it. She's able to clear it. Luisi gets a piece of it. She's able to clear it. But again, here's the Medfield back line. Taking control and sending it back in. Holliston on their heels most of this game. Ball in. Just misses that connection. And it bounces easily to Katie Williams. Katie Williams. Strong kick well over midfield. That's going to bounce over everybody. And played back to the keep. Keeper clears. Strong kick up the left side. Off the shoulder. And there's Cruz again. Cruz fighting. Here comes the ball in. Sally, nice play. Comes away with it, gets it out to Katie Cruz. Cruz sends it forward. She's looking for Bergloff. Bergloff in a foot race, which she's not going to, almost made it, but Medfield decides to clear it and reset. All right, we got a couple of substitutions coming in. Kutchman's coming in for Holden. She's going to play up front. So we have the one freshman coming in for the other freshman. Strong throw in by Caroline Sally. Bounce around in front of the goal. Kutchman's there. She can't control it. Corden's there. She can't control it. Cruz comes in. Kutchman tries to turn it, and she just sends it just past the end line. O'Connell was there, but wasn't able to do it. All right, so we'll reset this again. I want to let you know that there's a new show on Holliston Cable Access TV called What Do You Know? It's a new great game trivia show. Of course, produced by none other than Mr. Don Cronin, who's standing next to me, working the camera. And this new show is it's hosted by Brian Winston. And just so everybody knows, we're looking for contestants. Ball comes through, coming towards Holliston end. Luisi's there, Wolfgang's there. She shields so Katie Williams can take it. So this show, everybody's excited about this, right? Yeah. So I think we have our first taping next week. So it's a 2v2. It's a trivia show. So it's What Do You Know? And so Mr. Cronin, Mr. Winston, who's the host, much like Alex Trebek, he's probably like a really sharp guy. He handles himself really well. So look for this on Holliston Cable Access TV. And if you're interested in becoming a contestant on this, then email the office at HCAT at office@hcattv.org. So let us know. So we're back to the action here. Tatum Corden's going to clear it out. Just able to turn it, but it comes to a Medfield player. More midfield action. I heard there's a prize for this show as well. As Medfield plays back. All right, here comes Medfield on the attack. That's trouble. Big shot, and a score! So Medfield on the outside, coming up the left side, able to put the ball through. Medfield striker gets a foot on it, hammers it. Katie Williams didn't have a chance. It was at point blank. So too much trouble on the outside. Ball comes in, a nice ball in. Medfield striker was there, and she finished strong. A strong finish by Medfield. Medfield takes a lead by a score of 2-0 here. But Holliston's not out of this yet. We still have a lot of time and a lot of game to play. Here's Cruz. Corden, nice move in the middle. Corden, still with the ball. Unable to control it. There's Leone. Leone sends it forward. Nice ball through, but can't find Kutchman. Holliston trailing by 2. Luisi. There's Bergloff coming in. O'Connell chasing. Bergloff. Quick throw. Over the head of O'Connell, and nothing doing. Medfield with a push up the left side, had numbers, and a good clean cross and a good clean one-time connection. Put it past Katie Williams. And Holliston's down. Holliston's in trouble. So Medfield now pushing up the right side. Ball through. Wolfgang's there. Wolfgang controls it. We said before. Solid. Wolfgang, long ball out to O'Connell. She's able to control it, and there's Cruz. Cruz has the ball, sends it to Corden. Corden's open. Corden trying to find Bergloff well on the outside, and she might. Bergloff fighting for it, and Medfield's going to push it out. Bergloff with the throw. Looking for O'Connell. It's got her. And And O'Connell fights for it. Still can't get it. Nice play by the Medfield back. Able to clear that out, but it's going to bounce off Medfield. It's going to be a Holliston throw. I don't think that the trivia show that we mentioned before has a $100,000 prize. I don't think so. Maybe at some point. Maybe it depends. Maybe down the road. Caroline Sally, long throw in, looking for Kutchman. She can't find her. Medfield clears it out. There's Wolfgang trying to run it down. Cruz doing the same, but it looks like it's going to be a Holliston throw. Oh, gift certificates. Yeah, all right. So I'm being told that there's going to be really, really valuable gift certificates for the prizes. So, but you know what? I don't think you do it for the prize. I think you do it for the glory. I mean, the glory of winning, especially if you're going against somebody that just kind of prove the fact that you're smarter than they are. I mean, that's pretty much what this is. It's kind of like an intelligence competition. And, may the best person win. All right, back to action here. Booming kick out over midfield, and it bounces a couple times, and then Wolfgang comes away with it, does a nice job of getting it forward, but can't find O'Connell. And Holliston's starting to get sloppy here. All right, so Medfield's remaining in control, able to reverse the field. And here they come up their left side. Here they come again. Wolfgang in defense. Ball, she breaks through. Ball comes through in the middle. Shot. Nice cross ball. Wasn't able to get a lot on the shot, and it bounced relatively easy to Katie Williams. Nice play. But again, Medfield pushing up that left side. Ball bounces forward. O'Connell fights it, and she's going to get hit in the back. It's going to be a Holliston free kick from about the 38-yard line. Maybe just the 40. All right, Corden's going to take it. Corden, long ball in, looking for Kutchman. Kutchman's trying to get ahead on it, but couldn't. It's going to bounce off a Medfield defender. It's going to be a Holliston corner. All right, so let's see if Holliston, we saw them working. I was talking with Coach Chadsey. We were working on some set plays. See if Holliston's got something up their sleeve to make something. We have a Holliston substitution coming in right now. Holden's coming back in for Kutchman. All right, let's see what we got. Ball in. Long ball up. Bounces off Luisi's head. And no damage done on that corner. Cleared out on the left side. It's going to be a Holliston throw. Sally. Long throw in. Bounces off the top of the Medfield player. Bounces off the top of O'Connell's head. But nothing doing. Goes off of Medfield, and we'll do it all over again. Sally. She looks in. And Medfield control. Here we go again. Corden, nice play. Sally and Corden able to control it. And goes back to Medfield. And here they come. Medfield plays back. They do such a nice job of finding the open player. Oh, that found Molly McLeod that time. She was wide open. McLeod just can't get it to Luisi. Holliston just can't seem to put those two passes. Almost like they're trying to do it in one pass where it needs to be done in two, because Medfield's just too strong in the back. So 2 touches instead of 1 may help Holliston if they keep the ball a little bit more under control. So they feel like they're just giving it up way too much. Now it's looked like it's starting to take their toll on them because, as you know, you start to get tired. Big crash in the middle. No whistle. Luisi still comes away with it. She sends it forward looking for O'Connell. O'Connell with a nice touch. O'Connell turns, looking for Bergloff. Bergloff turns. She gets it taken off of her on the outside. And again, here comes Medfield back in the counter, controlling the ball. That's what it's all about, right? Keep away. Corden takes it. Got Holden. Holden tries to find Yep, that's Bergloff. Here comes Bergloff racing on the right side. Bergloff gets a shot off across the middle, floats one, floats right to the Medfield keeper. So we are 59 minutes in, just over 59 minutes in today's match. Medfield leads by a score of 2-0. Here they come. On the left side, Medfield again pushing on the left side. Here's trouble. Wolfgang racing, but she's going to run it down. No problemo. She controls it, keeps it. Drohan's going to come in for Bergloff. Phoebe Drohan on the left side, on the right side, playing up front. Maybe she'll spark this Holliston team a little bit. They need to get something going. Down 2 with just over 20 minutes to play in the match. Okay, Medfield looking on the outside. Here they come. Drohan tries to poke it free. Can't. Here they go. Ball forward. Too strong by Sally. She sends it forward. Cruz tries to get to it, but can't. Here comes Medfield the other way. Wolfgang over the head of Holden. Medfield, long shot in. Strong. Wow, she hammered that. Just got a little bit too much. Cleared the crossbar. Almost was a 45-yard field goal. But no damage done. Goal kick for Katie Williams. Here comes Williams. Williams, low kick, intercepted by the Medfield player. Medfield again, doing a nice job of controlling the ball in the midfield. There's Leone. She gets a foot on it, but just pushes it out. Sun's starting to play a little bit. As you can see, the players are starting to shield their eyes when they're looking from. Okay, ball across the middle. Medfield on their left side. Drohan pursuing that. Ball in. Space in the middle. Oh, had a good look there. Nice ball in by the Medfield player. Space in the middle. Was able to push it past. She had a good look. Just popped it over the crossbar. Here it comes. Katie Williams. Just under 18 minutes to play. Williams sends it out. Low ball intercepted by Medfield. Medfield pops it forward. There's Wolfgang. Wolfgang looking up in the middle. Here comes Medfield again on that left side. Ball, they get a shot through, but not much on it. Too much traffic. Williams sends it far into the middle. Midfield. They play back. Again, maintaining control. Ball goes out. Holliston gets a break. It's going to be a quick Holliston throw. Here's Leone. Leone, strong throw in. Looking for O'Connell. There's O'Connell. O'Connell to Luisi. Luisi's there. Here comes Medfield coming back, though. It's Corden. Corden with 2 nice touches. Corden pushes to Holden. There's Holden Luisi on the outside. Luisi gets banged off the ball. No call. Cruz looking for Drohan. And it's going to be Medfield. Another Medfield throw. Luisi had some contact, but shoulder to shoulder. Didn't seem like it was much of a. It wasn't much of a callable foul, but nonetheless, no whistle. Medfield ball. Throw in over the head of Drohan. Cruz is there. Medfield doing a good job of pushing the ball up that left side. Medfield in space. Leone's there. Leone's able to step forward. She's got O'Connell. O'Connell can't connect with Luisi. Holden on the outside. Leone tries to step. She gets banged off. Holden bangs in. It's going to be, I'm going to call that on Medfield. All right, so Holliston gets a break. Yeah. Mia Wolfgang with the free kick at midfield. Wolfgang. Low ball in, go bounce off a Medfield player. Leone's there to control. Leone launches one in, looking for Holden, goes over her head. She touches it. Shot by Cruz. And she's there. Finished by Katie Cruz. Holden did a great job of letting that ball go over her head. Ball gets popped out because the Medfield keeper came out to play it. She was out of position, and Cruz was able to finish. Great finish by Katie Cruz. So Holliston back in this game. They score at the 65th minute. So Holliston now trails by a score of 2-1. Great play, great finish by Katie Cruz. Great ball in, great play by the smart play by the freshman Anya Holden. Letting that ball go over. So here comes Holliston, a little more, some new life in him now. Holliston down 1. Holden again. She's got Drohan. Drohan looks. Drohan plays back. She's got McLeod. McLeod launches it into space. Nothing's there except for a Medfield player. Here comes Medfield on the outside. Chasing. Here's Sally. Nice play by Sally. Intercepts. She looks for Corden. Corden can't control it. Here they come back the other way. Uh-oh. Medfield comes in. Nice play by Molly McLeod. It's got Luisi. Luisi in space. Luisi trying to break free. She does. Luisi with the ball, still in space. She's got McLeod and Drohan on either side. Luisi to Drohan. Drohan with a move on the outside gets away from her, back to Luisi and gets pushed out. Holliston going to control it. Drohan ran into two Medfield defenders on the outside. It looked like they had something going. Sally, big throw. Strong throw in, looking for Holden. Connects with a Medfield player. There's Cruz again. She's everywhere today. Yeah, we got a free kick. Wow. So Cruz earns a free kick, gets a foul here. So it looks like it's going to be Corden's going to take it from about the 19-yard line. Okay, Corden with a direct. She's going to, the referee's going to give her some space. So Corden from the 19. Dangerous spot here. See if she can put this one on net. Corden pops it up. And it scores! Corden from the 19 on a free kick direct. Scores! Ties this game up by a score of 2-2. Great shot by Tatum Corden. Holliston right back in it. So Corden with a great free kick, sends it in, and Holliston ties it back up at the 67th minute. So Holliston back in this game after direct kick. Great, perfect shot. Cristiano Ronaldo style shot by Tatum Corden. So here comes Holliston. Midfield throwing in on their left side. Battle. It's Cruz battling. So battle on the outside. All right, so Holliston was down 2-0. And coming back with second half goals by Katie Cruz and Tatum Corden. They tie it up at 2 with just over 12:30 to play. Medfield changing fields on the right side. Look in. There's Wolfgang. McLeod pops it with her left foot. And it's going to be a Medfield throw. They throw quickly. Ball across. Nobody's there. Nobody from Holliston's there. And Medfield in control. Medfield, again, Dangerous. A lot of good foots. Intercepted by Katie Cruz. And here comes Bergloff on the right side. Bergloff in. Bergloff looking for O'Connell. O'Connell with a step. O'Connell's fast. O'Connell races. Still fights. And, oh. From here, it looked like it was Holliston's ball. But again, we're 80 miles away. So, and I'm blind as a bat. Anyway, here we go. Holliston gets it back. There's Holden. Holden pushing forward. Holden gets it taken off her and cleared out, though. So Holden earns a throw. Sally to throw it in. Okay, Sally. Big running throw. Trying to find something happen in the middle. Long throw in. Bounce goes over Bergloff. There's Cruz. Cruz is there. Cruz trying to control it. And just goes off her over the end line. And it's a Medfield free, or Medfield goal kick, excuse me. Okay, just over 11 minutes to play. Tied 2-2. Medfield keeper's had a heck of a game so far. Sends the ball out almost to midfield, just past Corden. There's Wolfgang. Wolfgang tries to pop it up, but she shanks it. It goes into the away bleachers. Although the away bleachers aren't used anymore, as we've seen. Everybody sits over on this side. It's nice, everybody kind of just sits together and they cheer, harmoniously, until a bad call happens. We haven't seen any of those. The officials have been doing a pretty good job today. All right, here's Medfield on the left side. Medfield trouble, sends the ball in. McLeod gets a piece of it. Wolfgang gets a piece of it. And pushes it back out. There's O'Connell. O'Connell in midfield plays back. Got Cruz. Cruz with space. Cruz sends it forward. Through a ball looking for Berghoff. It's got Luisi. Luisi can't get it, can't control it. Cruz again. So Cruz on the outside. Medfield, here they come again on the left side. That's Wolfgang fighting. Ball gets turned in. Corden's there. Corden clears strong, clear out. Looking for O'Connell. O'Connell's trying to main space. No call. So O'Connell trying to hold her ground, but gets pushed off of it. There's Wolfgang. Wolfgang again. Sends it up the right side. Got Bergloff. Hard touch. Corden comes away. O'Connell to Holden. Holden. Forward looking for Luisi. Luisi almost had a step. Bergloff throw. Looking for Holden. Can't get her. Here comes the outside. Cruz is there. Bergloff's there. Bergloff tries to poke it free but can't. Goes off a Medfield player. Caroline Sally with the throw. So coming down the closing minutes here. Sally. High pop fly to Bergloff. Sally with the left foot tries to send it in twice. Cruz. Nice move by Cruz. Tries to looking for Bergloff on the outside, but couldn't connect with her. And here they come up the left side. Sally. Strong throw in. It's got Holden. Holden can't control it. Here comes Medfield up their left side again. Sally pokes it free, so Holliston gets reset, but not for long because Medfield, here they come. That's Corden. Corden comes through. Corden with the ball. Corden with a breakthrough. No one to pass it to, though. Luisi on the outside. Here comes Medfield trying up the right side. Leone's there. She's able to step through and poke it out. Allow Holliston to reset, but it's going to be a Medfield throw. Medfield throw with just over 7:30 to play. Ball in. Medfield, nice turn. Shot, left foot. Hits the crossbar. Williams is there. She fights for it. Finally gets to it. Nasty left-footed shot by the Medfield striker. Hits the crossbar. Wow, you hate it when that happens. So Holliston gets a break on a great shot by the Medfield striker. Hits a crossbar. Another great scoring opportunity. So Holliston's still in business. 7 minutes to play. Leone throws in. She's looking for Holden. Bounce over her head, but Luisi's there. Luisi's there, and we got a foul. We got a foul at the 40. So Holden got hit. And it's going to be Mia Wolfgang. Wolfgang pops it forward. Holden gets a foot on it. Cruz gets a foot on it. Luisi gets a body on it. All right, that ball's bouncing around in front. They fight. Cruz almost puts it through. There's Sally. She gets a piece through. One touch. That's O'Connell. O'Connell gets a piece, and the keeper came out, was out of position. Sally sent it through. O'Connell onside. Just gets a touch of it, and just a little too strong and not able to control it. She had the keeper out of position. It would have been a nice finish if she was able to do that, but she was in full stride. But she was onside. Ball out. Holliston trying to protect Medfield, trying to make something happen. And Holden intercepts. So now Holliston on the attack. Holden sends it forward. It's going to stay. Bergloff fights, and Bergloff earns herself a throw-in by that challenge. So here it comes on the outside. It's going to be Sally with a long throw. See if Sally can make something happen up in front of the goal. Sally, long throw in. Nothing. Cruz fights for it. Corden, long shot. And it's going to go wide of the goal. Keeper doesn't even pick it up with her hands at first. Just over 5 minutes to play. Long ball forward. Tied at 2-2. Wolfgang sends it forward. Here comes the left side. Again, Cruz is there. Cruz called her name a lot today. Medfield on the outside. Trying to make something. Ball in. Ball comes in. Gets a piece of it. That's Leone. She gets a piece of it. Holden pops it up. Popped forward. And shot. Shot well wide of the goal. She didn't have a good look at that. But again, a lot of action in front of the Holliston goal. So Wolfgang's going to kick it out. Wolfgang, long kick, just short of midfield. There's O'Connell. She crashes. She's able to control it. Luisi gets a nice ball through. Almost had it through. Luisi does a one-time, almost finds Holden. But Medfield regains control. Again, Medfield controlling the ball nicely. Finds the open player. Medfield on the left side. Forward, Sally's there. She steps. She's there again. Medfield still has it. There's a ball through. Wolfgang closes and is able to clear it. Under 4 minutes to play. Medfield trying to make something happen in Holliston's end. Wolfgang kicks that one over the Medfield bench. Throw in. So Holliston's packed down. Pretty much everybody's down in the middle. Long ball forward over the head of McLeod. Ooh, that was dangerous. McLeod thought she might have been a little bit taller than she really is. That's because she's a Highlander. It's all right, McLeod. Katie Williams there to scoop it up. So Williams with the clear. Looking for Luisi. Luisi pops it behind her. Looking for Holden. She's got her. Holden with some space. Holden with the ball at her feet. Holden fights. Holden does a good job of fighting. And she earns herself a throw. So just under 3 minutes to play. Luisi. Luisi with the ball. Looking in. Luisi, nice move. Luisi makes a really nice move. Still has it. And goes down. No call. And we got a foul. So Luisi, hard work, earns a foul. This is trouble for Medfield. So Holliston is going to have a free kick just outside of the 18. Nasty. So it looks like Corden's going to take it. So Corden to take the free kick. Remember, she scored earlier on a free kick to tie this game up. So Corden from dangerous distance as the clock ticks down to under 2 minutes. Shot. Pops it high and wide. Oh, great scoring opportunity there for Holliston. And Corden's just unable to connect with it. I bet she'd like to have that one back. Okay, Medfield to play out of their own end. Long ball forward. Closing minutes of the game today. And a nail biter. There's Wolfgang. Wolfgang tries to shield off, is able to do it. And it's going to be Holliston throw. Sally. Long throw over the head of the Medfield back. And there's O'Connell. O'Connell fights for it. And it looks like it's going to go out. It's going to be another Holliston throw. Game winding down. We're just almost out of time. We're in the final moments of the game. This could be one of the last plays. Let's see if Sally can make the play. Sally, long throw in. Looking for Holden. Holden almost gets her head on it. She's onside. Almost gets it. I mean, how did she sneak past there? High ball forward. Wolfgang with the head. Out of bounds. Closing moments. Be a Medfield throw. Ball in. Goes off Bergloff's head. Wolfgang looking for O'Connell. Big crash. Bergloff's there. Bergloff chases. Here comes Medfield. Medfield up the right side, trying to string something together. Ball in. McLeod's there, goes past her, and it's going to roll out. And that's it. So, being down 2-0, Holliston's able to come back with 2 second-half scores to tie Medfield. So two strong teams today. Medfield played a strong game. Holliston was able to come back and tie it up. So our final for Holliston Panthers versus the Medfield Warriors in varsity girls soccer. Holliston 2, Medfield 2. Great game by both teams. Congratulations on a hard-fought game. A lot of physicality out there. And once again, thank you very much for joining us on Holliston Cable Access TV for Holliston Girls Soccer. On behalf of Christian Bidet and Don Cronin, I'm John Drohan. Please join us again next time. Thank you for watching soccer.